Thursday. You know what that means. Let's back up and see a little bit of myself in the mirror. But you definitely know. It's that time. So let's get it out of the way. Get it out. All right, let's get this. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. On Zoom. Let's get on. I might with that. I might. I got the webcam working. Boom. So I wanted to do a webcam video for the Monday vlog, but the software kept crashing on me. I know why it was crashing. I feel kind of stupid about it, but I got it working. I'm working it right now. Boom. As you can see, I'm recording the audio with my gaming headset. This is the Razer Carcarius. Instead of using the built-in mic for the Logitech HD, I'm trying to remember the model number, C920, the audio records in mono, so this actually makes it a lot more better. Or maybe a lot more sexier. A lot more sexier. So, yeah. So I'm going to record it right here. So, that's the midweek weigh-in for this week. Currently 15 weeks out, in the middle of 15 weeks out before my first bodybuilding show in April. And the first weigh-in of 2013. So, if I'm still doing the vlogs from now until, say, December, you're going to see a 1-year transformation. But at some point, I'm going to get fat. This is a guarantee. Some point I'm gonna get fat again. So like I said, this is guaranteed. But I'm gonna try to not make that happen. But what I want to talk about. So yeah, April 13th is my first natural bodybuilding show, amateur natural bodybuilding show. So I'm still absolutely nervous about that. I still feel it's like 3 weeks around the corner. So I definitely still have more room to improve. But I feel like every single day there is an improvement. I'm seeing the fat get off, even though I'm getting fat loss everywhere else. I just, the fat is just coming off everywhere else. I just still need to get that belly fat off. It's still fucking pissing me off. But, I'm not confident enough to take off my shirt yet, but eventually at some point I want to start doing stuff where, I give posing updates and stuff like that just to show you guys my physique. But, I'm still not confident about that yet. But I do see, like, the abs coming out a little bit. It's just the lower abs. That's where my problem area is. I'm losing the fat around like my back, and definitely like my arms, definitely my chest too. I definitely noticed the fat has been coming off around there. But my last set of fat that I need to get off is going to be around the waistline. But like I said, I started to see like the top 2 abs right there. So I definitely have a 4-pack. I just need to know if I have those lower abs right there so that I can have a 6-pack. Unless I really truly have a 4-pack and I don't have the 6-pack developed down there. But I don't know because there's fat down there. But I'm working on it. But I can actually see those 2 abs up top. In the past, when I was really low on weights, really low on body fat, I only could see just the top set. That's it. But now I could actually see the 2, like the next 2 or the top 2 now. So just that lower abs. So I don't know what I need to do. More cardio, more hanging leg raises, which by the way is freaking hard to do, but I've been getting more used to it. In the beginning, when I did hanging leg raises, I could not do like 5 because it was just that damn hard to do. Now I can do like 5 sets of 15, and I feel really, really good about it. So definitely a lot of improvement. I think like as my weight got down, like a lot of ab exercises started to get more. I started to be more comfortable with a lot of ab exercises. So I feel pretty good about that. But I kind of went off on a tangent like that. So what's my game plan for now until the April show? Well, so I'm currently 15 weeks out. I'm still going to keep the same routine, my same high volume routine, using the power hypertrophy adaptive training, that system of training. I'm still going to be on that, and maybe around 8 weeks out, I'm going to change that routine, and I'm going to go into more focus muscle group only split. Pretty much my previous 4-day split, except it's going to be a 5-day split incorporating an arms routine into it. I never really agreed to an arms only day because it felt like there's not a lot to do on an arms day. But when I started doing chest and arms in the hypertrophy set of my routine, I started to see more of an importance on being able to focus on, the biceps, the triceps, and I started adding some forearms into it as well. But as you can see, my forearms aren't really that great. It's great to begin with. So I don't know. Never late than never. So yeah. So eventually at week 8, I'm gonna change in that routine. What else I want to talk about? So that's just the weightlifting part. The weightlifting part is just a piece of the game. The biggest piece of the game is gonna be the diet. Currently, right now, I'm still on intermittent fasting, where I'm doing 20 hours fasting with a 4-hour eating window. And with that eating window, the timing of it is my post workout. So I would pretty much fast throughout the day, and sometime in the evening I'm gonna go work out. After I work out, after those 2-ish hours, my meals are sort of prepared. I have the key stuff prepared, but I gotta cook. I like to have some food cooked fresh. So after the workout, post workout, there's my meal right there. That's my post workout meal, and that would be my eating window. So since I work out in the evenings, it's sometimes it's gonna be at like 10 o'clock, depending on some days. Like it actually might be earlier, like 6, depending on like say like the gym closes early, or if it's like a Sunday where it closes at 6. So it depends on the time I weightlift, but in essence, it's just gonna be my meal timing is always gonna be post workout, and that's gonna be my eating window for intermittent fasting. Ooh. And so with intermittent fasting, I want to be able to get off intermittent fasting around probably week 10, week 9 to week 10, around there. I want to go back to more normal eating, I guess is how I like to say it. But at the end of the day, your weight loss or weight gain is going to be dependent on calories in, calories out. But I want to go back to a normal eating diet, because I want to be able to change my macros up. I want to be more focused on getting the fats down, and getting the fats down, and getting the proteins and carbs a little bit higher. Right now, my carbs are low. My protein is fairly high, at least 1 gram per body weight, and the fats are a little bit higher than carbs, just a little bit higher than carbs. Like I keep carbs really, really ridiculously low because of intermittent fasting. Carbs are an energy source that you use throughout the day, but guess what? I'm not eating anything throughout the day. I'm kind of just on willpower. I'm just kind of just working off my fat storage for energy. And so I don't really need to have so many carbs while on intermittent fasting. So that's why I keep the carbs low and the fats a little bit higher, because I still kind of need an energy source. So that's why fats are a little bit high. But eventually I want to switch everything around where, I want the carbs to be a lot higher, because I'm going to be a lot more active throughout the day, and fats, really, really minimize fats as best as possible. So got to kind of switch things around. I'm kind of making that transition. I started making that transition probably like last week, where I started cutting down a lot of fats, or I started cutting down the fats numbers and replacing those fat calories and putting it into either protein section or put it more into the carb section. So I've been kind of just fiddling around with that. But other than that, I would definitely want to be able to change my macros right now in intermittent fasting to something towards a normal diet, where I'm going to have my 3 to 6 meals a day, somewhere 6 meals if I could try, but having my meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, having my macros reflect that, with more focus on protein, a little bit more focus on carbs, but very, 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 very less on fats. So yeah, so the diet's going to be changed. I don't know if I mentioned that. Probably like the same marker where I want to do the routine change. So 8 weeks around there. And I also want to incorporate some other stuff as well, like carb cycling and such like that. So yeah, definitely want to incorporate a lot of ideas that's been recommended to me by friends and other people that I've talked to prepare myself for this competition, because pretty much I'm training for this pretty much alone. I'm not really being guided by like a coach or a personal trainer or anything. I'm kind of doing this by myself, which to me feels alright. I love being able to work on myself as a character. This is why I love playing RPG games or MMORPGs, where you develop a character. That character gets stronger over time, and you definitely see the changes that the character goes through, especially if the game has armor graphics and such like that, where you get to see, dude, I get to wear better armor. So for me, I get to have better muscle, and I get to see abs. Like I said, if they are there, So yeah. So that's just a rough game plan. I'll probably be more talking about this, maybe in other vlogs. But I have stuff more to talk about because still gonna be nervous, and I'm gonna be thinking about this every single day of the week. So yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm probably gonna have to look back at the footage, but I want to be able to give you guys like posing updates. Maybe around February or something like that, when I feel confident that I could take off my shirt, that the abs are there, and I want to be able to do posing updates. I've been practicing the posing. As far as the posing routine goes, I do have like a whole handful of music that I want to do, but I have one song in mind that I want to use for my posing routine. If I will be doing a posing routine, but I got to practice for one anyways, because if I make it into the top 5 or something, I got to do a posing routine, and that's typical for every bodybuilding show, right? I don't know. But yeah, I'm not taking the posing too serious, but I am practicing the standard required poses. But the posing routine, I'm just kind of just thinking about that day to day, but just visualizing what I'm gonna do, because when you do a posing routine, you want to be able to make sure that when you do the posing routine, you're gonna show your strengths rather than I'm gonna do double biceps, or I'm gonna do like side chest or something like that. Sure, you could go through those motions, add those routine, but you want to be able to make sure that you want to showcase your strongest aspects. Like if you really have big arms, you want to make sure that you do a lot of, I don't know, like bicep movements. You want to show your triceps. You want to do a lot of things where your arms are the main attraction in the pose when you do them and such like that. Or I don't want to say like you want it to dominate the show, but you want to make sure that they have presence and such like that. So that's what I get about doing a posing routine. And hopefully when Nick Colville off Better Bodybuilding Aesthetics, when he gets that posing series where he's doing it with Matt Ogus of Flex for All, Legend of Aesthetics, I hope that video series comes out, because I really want to watch that series to see what Matt is doing and how he wants to evolve his routine for now in his Chris vs Matt competition at Muscle Mayhem in Cali. I want to see how he makes that transformation. So hopefully that video comes out soon, and I can learn a lot from it. So yeah. But anyways, this is going fairly long. I want to cut this off. I do have some other things to talk about, but it's kind of just escaping me. I'm not really, I don't have a list of stuff that I want to talk about. I don't have that list ready or anything. So I'll definitely keep working, because this is a new year for me. I definitely have a lot of goals in mind, especially with this bodybuilding show. I definitely want to be able to make it to this bodybuilding show in the best condition that I've ever been in, because I feel like out of the over 4.5 years that I've been working out so far, this is the point in my life where everything started to click together, and I'm actually doing something right for once. So yeah, I feel so. In short, I really feel good about myself as far as my current image right now and my progression up until this point. So yeah, I don't want to keep the video long, so I'll see everybody for Monday. Maybe I'll go back to vlogging. Maybe I'll do another vlog video. Maybe have something more topical to talk about, but I don't know. We'll see. But until next time, I'll see everybody for Monday.